Good afternoon. Welcome to the CRONE Zone. I'm Priscilla. This is my friend Heather and our new friend, no, and our friend Valerie from Illumination Portal. We're going to talk about the buck full moon and who knows, and the full moon in Capricorn.
Yes.
Yeah. What cards did you guys pull today for the show?
I pulled New Beginnings.
Awesome.
And that goes right along with what's going on.
Spirals of Manifestations.
I love that.
From the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. I love that one too. Hey, Willow, how are you today?
I got Cleansing Waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So there's our Cancer, 29 degrees tomorrow, right?
Awesome.
Well, and we just went through that the whole month. We've been cleaning and clearing our emotions, and then I got Voyage of the Heart, which kind of makes sense because we're going into Leo season right after the full moon tomorrow. So
exactly.
Love flows through you and to you, and it is all about us focusing in on our heart, right?
Oh, I love that.
What it is we want to create. Should I just give a little summary real quick?
Hang on. There's people popping in real quick. We could just give them a minute. Say hi to T-Lynn and Bora
that I pulled, and it just I evidently shuffled again, and
it's okay.
Can't find it.
Hey, Diana, oil painter, how are you doing?
Hello, everybody. Oh, a lot of people coming in. It's nice to see you all.
Popping in. V Doyle, greetings. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday evening.
Yes, and it's much cooler this Saturday than last Saturday, so hopefully it's livable.
Yeah,
it is here too. It's not 100 degrees today. That's always nice.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because I was talking to somebody. They said, "Well, next week's going to be in the hundreds again." It's August. So what? I came in August. I can deal with the heat,
We lived in Key West. We can deal with this heat.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
This is nothing at all. It's funny.
Florida's a whole nother level of brutal. But you know what? Arizona is worse. I got to say, Arizona is too hot for me.
It really is hot.
Desert heat.
And I'm lucky. I'm right across the hall from the water cooler that keeps the hallway cool. So I just open my door.
That's called a swamp cooler in the South.
Swamp cooler.
Okay.
Swamp cooler where they use water in it.
It's the Kansas. Sometimes it's swamp cooler. Most of the time it's just water cooler.
Hey, Jimbo.
It's really south.
That's funny.
It's like on the East Coast where I grew up, and of course there's the influence of my mom in Ohio and my dad from Minnesota. But we said water. In Kansas, they said water.
Wow.
So there were, several times I said, "You don't sound like an East Coaster." I said, "Yeah, there are some words that are different."
I know. Sometimes my Texan comes out in me. I try hard for it not to.
And yet my younger brother, he had the East Coast accent. You couldn't get away from it. It was there. It was so much more than Jeffrey.
Oh, wow. Jeffrey's very New York. Hey, Jeff, if you're watching today, he probably doesn't watch now that it's not in the afternoon on the East Coast.
Yeah, he's probably out to dinner.
Yeah. Okay, Valerie, let's turn it over to you, my sweet, and you can tell us if you want to do a quick summary or if you want me to start the slides.
I'll do a quick summary, then we'll do the slides because it is so powerful. It's the magnitude of what we're going through is really hard to put words to it. And I know we say this a lot, but this is really the ending of a huge Capricorn cycle. Let's just use Pluto that's been in Capricorn. It's coming to an end in November, right?
Good.
Pluto right now is Aquarius, 0 degree, but it's retrograde, getting ready to go back to 29 degrees. So that 29 degree is huge.
And that's always endings, isn't it? 29 degrees.
So it's the culmination of and how many levels of Capricorn alone. Think of the structures and leadership, responsibility, government, I mean, we see it playing out everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
of our own lives. There's things that we're restructuring to maintain our personal responsibility, our way of um, being the leader of our life, right? So
Right.
a lot of that's got to change. But as the systems, right, the life negating systems is what I'm going to refer to. That's that 29 degrees. It's going to be hitting hard. Okay. That moon tomorrow is a full moon. The moon's in Capricorn. The sun is in Cancer. They'll both be at 29 degrees. And it's going to happen at 6 in the morning, around 6:13 Eastern time. So probably most of us will be asleep. But
Yeah.
you got to think it's always a buildup, right? We're building
Sure.
up. We're taking in that whole month of Cancer season and all the emotions that we've had to go through and face and really align ourselves to this is coming with me or this isn't. I can't handle this anymore. But I mean, we had to clear it. We couldn't just sweep it under the rug, right? Because that Cancer has just been get it out, pull this stuff out. So Capricorn's the responsible part of ourselves, the more mature part of ourselves. But Capricorn uses, they're across the wheel. They're on they're the cardinal sign axis. So they're very they're the ones that start things, get things moving. And you can see
Right.
Capricorn's really, known for that ability to take charge and stuff. And it's about us taking charge of our lives, but emotionally stable. Because for Capricorn to work properly, he uses that Cancer energy, but you got to have that, that intuitive knowing. How you just know something, and that's how they make it happen, right? But if you're not emotionally stable or connected to your intuition, uh, that just makes more problems than there was. So,
Absolutely.
but I'm talking to us. We're in a higher consciousness, spiritual community. We've been working on ourselves, but this has even hit me, and I know it's hit a lot of us here really hard. These
It's hit
deep.
me very hard.
It's been hitting very,
Very,
Oh,
very.
oh my God! I'm on the third floor,
There's,
and there's this hummingbird that keeps coming up and looking at me.
Oh, how cool is that?
He just like came up and just flew around like hi.
Love you, Bora Bora. Take care, honey.
yes,
And
take
then
care of both.
Sorry, singer,
what happened to Bora Bora?
Silver
Oh,
Star Princess.
oh, my goodness.
So,
Blessings to you and your mom, Bora Bora.
yes, both of you.
And hello, everybody. I did start it anyway. So we
So if
have
you're been having a rough time for the last however long,
years,
know
but
that you are really purging a lot
yeah,
of things, because I was asking what the hell is going on here, and I got you got this. You got rid of what you worked your way through. This one, it's done.
mhm,
Yeah, and I'm still working through stuff,
mhm.
but
And,
Well, it hasn't finished.
it takes time, but
and I don't know if there's actually ever an end, but
There's
this
no,
is
but it will be a place
Give
where
me a break.
for that.
oh man, I'm telling you, I need a break. I've just been really pulling out emotions that I thought I'd already cleared, things of that
Exactly.
nature. And you're just like, my God, how much more is there, right? So my guides are saying the same thing. This is that last push, that purge. Now, this last push and purge, and I'm just going to give it till the end of December. Once Pluto goes back into Aquarius, goes back in 0 degree Aquarius, because that 29 Capricorn, which we're not going to get away from, is just going to be sitting there. Pluto and Capricorn, 29 degrees retrograde, September 1st to November 18th. And it's just going to bring up everything in the external world that we know these systems don't work anymore, but they're trying to stay viable. They're trying to they're forcing their way. They're trying to take power. Let's be honest, right? That's what's going on. And here we are, we've been navigating through these last few years about getting our own power back, staying in our power. And at every turn, the external wants to come in and try to take that back from you, keeps trying to take it from you.
Yeah.
And we can see how it's playing out. This game is just getting old. It's frustrating. It's really irritating, right? But this is why we're here. This is especially for people like us. This is why we're here, is to hold that space. Be the love you are. Be unconditional love in truth, authentic, in integrity.
Amen, Ellen.
Right? Because that's the only way. Those attributes are the only way to. We don't fight. We don't fight the dark. We don't fight the lower vibrations. We send it love. We don't,
Send it love.
if we get wrapped up in it, which I know I did a couple of times this week, the things going on,
Yes.
that Mars Uranus Algol thing on July 15th, that, somebody almost did lose their head. Things, but that's more than just the actual losing your head. It's like, are you going crazy? Are you losing your mind? Do you have yourself aligned to the proper part of your journey? Or are you letting this other stuff interfere and take away your focus? Because that's where it is. It's focus. Everything is about focus right now. And that, that Cancer 29 wants us to be emotionally stable and mature, and not to get wrapped up and pulled down and sucked in every time. Every day, they have to say things, ridiculous things, 24/7, just to keep. That's how powerful we are, because it takes them how many news stations, how many talking heads trying to convince you that it's all a lost cause, so know that, we're very powerful. We're standing in our power. I know we all get thrown off, but as long as you can regroup and get yourself back up on your feet.
That's the main thing. Don't feel bad for feeling bad.
Right.
Experience it and let it go and go back to your normal self. That is so hard to do.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
But it's getting easier every time I do it. It makes it a little bit easier the next time. I don't wallow in the chaos.
Right.
At a time. So baby steps. It's cool.
Yeah. And I was going to say, it's not just us having these difficulties. I mean, we were talking earlier about we don't hardly watch the people we used to watch all the time. And they used to be so positive, and now they're just so politically negative, and it's
a lot of them have gone to the fear.
Through it too.
They've gone to fear.
Right. And it's so easy to do. It's so easy, because I know myself, when I'm reading or if I'm saying anything about politics, I want it to be what my vision of the truth is, right? So we sit here and we watch these readers or psychics, or however they're reading it, and just hanging on. Please be somewhat, it's like we're begging, please let us have a little bit of our freedom, when it's ridiculous. We don't need to beg for our freedom. They have us convinced we have no power, and this is exactly what's being demolished by Pluto and going into Aquarius. It's just demolish it.
It's not just us. It's even people who are in our groups. We're all going through all this stuff. And you've got to give them some time to get themselves back together to being what we were used to.
Right. Now, I don't want to judge anybody or put anybody down, because we're all being pulled through this.
Absolutely.
It's a nasty.
I just don't watch what brings me down.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it.
I just don't watch what brings me down anymore.
It's because, again, it's about where we place our focus. If I even give 2 minutes to something like that, I'm taking 2 minutes away from what I could be.
From my joy. My joy.
Yeah.
They're not worth it.
No.
Send it love and let it go. And you're right. The news is no longer news. And until we have that act back on it, where they have to tell the truth and forget their opinions, I'm not watching the news. Nor am I watching the television news or reading a newspaper. Not happening.
And even readers. because some of that was news, but it's not news.
Yeah,
And
because
they're
we
being
don't
affected.
know. We don't know we don't know.
Diana, that's beautiful. Everyone needs time to collect themselves. You're absolutely
Exactly.
right.
Right.
I mean, we got to face it. The news hasn't been the news in quite a long time. It's been propaganda for years. I mean,
Thank
more,
you, Reagan.
yeah.
Politics. Can we go back to the full moon, please?
Well, yeah, but this matters because this is the
I know.
Capricorn part of it, you know. And so if we take the if we take them seriously, which is what they really need us to do, is to constantly pay attention, go into fear, go into division, go into, oh my God. Okay, so where's it hitting?
The sky's falling.
It's hitting our safety and security, though. That's that Cancer 29. Cancer wants safety. I mean,
Okay.
everybody does, but for Cancer, that this is their
Okay.
home, and they're doing that on purpose. They're disrupting your internal home, your physical home, and your everything. So we know that they're not honest. We know that they're not in integrity. So why would we even give them? And we don't know if anything they're showing us or saying to us is the truth to begin with.
You can't believe anything that comes
So we need to go back to unconditional love.
Right.
Mhm.
And forget about what's that going on. We need to be working under unconditional love.
Throughout all of what they're throwing at us, we need to
Exactly.
stay centered, grounded in our hearts.
In our heart and unconditional love.
And discernment. It's our intuition that we have to check with and say, does that sound true? Is that right? You know, but the cool thing is today Mars just went into Gemini, 0 degree. Okay, Gemini, the twins. Brilliant, right? Constantly thinking, constantly planning, constantly making things happen. Short term, fast gains. There's 2 of them, right? But you know what that's going to do? Because this is what we really do need, and you both hit on it. We need truth in journalism. So journalism is going to be a big thing while Mars is in Gemini.
My understanding, they already have the law
They've been
ready to
slashing.
go. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, everything's ready to go.
Yeah.
But that it goes both ways now. We see the darker side of that. We see that darker side of the journalism, but we're going to start seeing people standing up, speaking the truth.
Well, have you seen how much all these television shows have lost viewership in the last week or two? They're just dropping like flies because of the crap they're spewing. And people are really starting to stand up. So go peoples.
Right. And we're seeing through it. We've been seeing through it. But we let it, we kind of let a lot of things slide because we went through COVID. We had all this stuff going on, right? But now people are, hey, my rights and freedoms are on the line. Don't hand me any BS. I'm sick of it, so that's going to be a big thing. It's going to play out,
I agree.
Definitely these 5 or 6 months. And I'm not going to sit here and say that this is going to be easy. It is going to be every minute we're going to have to ground and recenter ourselves because we're going to be being pulled off like we are. I mean, it's already happening.
But let's remember what Pluto is and what we're going through with Pluto and Neptune. You've got to remember what we are actually doing, what Pluto and Neptune are saying we need to do.
Absolutely. It's all about birth, transformation, rebirth. We're recreating a new earth. Are we going to let them, that part of Capricorn, that old constructs and systems that we all know don't work for everybody, they're life negating, and they've banked on that. They just keep doing it, thinking we're just going to keep falling for the same old diatribe, constantly. It's, this is the only way. No, who said? But we all have an imagination. We got that Neptune at 29 degrees. What's that? That's imagination.
Yeah, and it's like when they keep saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, it may be not broken for you, but it's broken for everybody.
For most people.
Yeah. They're just banking on it. Yeah, they're making money off of they profit over people. That's what they've been doing for
Yeah.
pretty much 26,000 years. I'm going to just throw it all in there. And we're demanding better. And how do
Right.
we do that? Well, this has to all crumble. This has to be destroyed,
Right.
But as it's being destroyed, there's people there putting in the new ways forward, the new steps. And so it's never just, oh, that's it. Everything's gonna blow up and we're done for. It's not gonna work like that. But they would have us believe that
Yeah.
if we don't,
But just remember, everything takes time. It's not going
right.
to be overnight.
But they wanted us to believe if we don't have them, there's our safety and security out the window, right? Constantly hitting that safety and security. Well, don't you love your family? Don't this the craziness of it all. Well, this full moon tomorrow is conjunct Pluto. Okay, so we got 29 Capricorn moon, we got 0 degree Pluto in Aquarius right next to each other. There's the future and there's the past, and we're trying to make something out of that, but we can't go into the future fully until we go through these next few months and Pluto comes back to that 0 degrees and then is in Aquarius fully for the next 20 years. So that is going to be that's powerful. We have Neptune, we got Neptune vibing in the background, that 29 degree last degree of Pisces, bringing in our imagination, bringing in things we never thought of, skills and abilities. Now it also brings in illusion, delusion, and we see a lot of people out there playing that out, right? Hopefully
Right.
that will help them connect to their heart. But then we're going to have that Uranus, another outer planet, sitting on Algol for the next year, going back and forth because he's going to go retrograde. But this is good because Uranus is innovation, is Aquarius also, right? So we're going to have the planet of Aquarius with Pluto in Aquarius, but that planet of Aquarius, that's all outside things you've never thought of, going things outside of the box. But as it goes over Algol's exposing what's holding back progress, basically.
Yes.
So
Right.
that
We all need to remember what Leah's saying. Good things are coming.
yes, and good things are here.
But we can't see them.
Well, we're here together. To me, that's a good thing.
Yes. But there's more good things coming. You have to keep
absolutely. And it's, like 2 days ago, I wasn't feeling this optimistic. I was pretty much just over it and wanted it all to end, and that's how it goes. And we all know that. But like Priscilla said, you come back up out of it faster. It's not like you're stuck there.
You're right. You're right, Leah. We have a water trine of you three readers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, with us, yeah. And there's a yard coming up. Well, Diana and I are going to go into those details tomorrow night because there's so many trines. There's really some good aspects going on.
Do you want me to start the?
Yeah, we can do that. And I mean, we're just know we're going through the thick of it, and some more going up further.
There's a pretty picture.
Yes, it is.
The stags. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
July full moon is called the buck moon. Buck moon reflects the time of year when male deer or bucks grow new antlers, but it has spiritual meaning too, symbolizing growth, strength, and renewal, whilst it is also seen as a period of personal development and transformation, urging individuals to harness their inner power and embrace changes. The energy of the moon encourages setting intentions, nurturing new ideas, and focusing on personal goals. That sounds like a new moon to me when you're talking about.
That's something that's been going on too. It's like the last couple of years, the new moons and the full moons, we're being asked to, as we're releasing, plant a seed, keep creating.
Yeah.
The second Capricorn full moon. Remain patient and be persistent through challenges while maintaining a positive mindset. We all need to remember this. It's been really rough. So, focus on fine-tuning your approach to achieve even better results. Commit to mastering a skill that will support your long-term objectives. Break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable milestones to help you stay motivated. It's like when you make a to-do list, don't say laundry, say that load, full. Don't make it so broad. And the saying was, I embrace the discipline and resilience within me to achieve my goals, knowing that my dedication turns dreams into reality.
I like that.
Focus.
Oh, and I do want to say that, okay, obviously it's a blue moon because we've had the first full moon in Capricorn was on June 21st, and that was the solstice, right? That was indicating to us there we're illuminating, highlighting what needs to go so you can build up more what you prefer, right? So this blue moon, once in a blue moon, really means something. Well, it always does, but in our case, this is bringing us into that new era, that new world. I mean, it's important.
I like that. Oh my God, I don't even know if I can read this.
I don't even know why I got this much.
I can get it if you can't.
Back-to-back full moons in Capricorn means it's vital to create time for reflection on your ambitions, structures, and the practical steps you need to take to achieve your goals. Capricorn energy is disciplined and focused, encouraging you to look at the foundations of your life and consider what is serving your highest aspirations. What ambitions need to be brought into focus? What obstacles stand in your way? What needs to be built upon? What you can no longer delay in releasing? The next practical step forward, the potential outcome of your diligent work put towards your ambitions. That's a good list.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was. It gives you clarity, help you guide your focus, because our focus is so easily taken away.
Mine is squirrel. ADD much?
Right? Oh my God. Oh, and let me say something about that. How come they got millions of people believing, not saying it's not true. We have ADD, ADHD, we have, OCD, all these different mental illnesses. But you know why?
They're not mental illnesses.
Exactly. Do you know why? Because those systems of domination and control that have us believing we have to chase our tail to exist on this planet, they're the ones who are the psychos. Or is anyone pointing to them and giving them their little labels? I don't.
Right.
Sorry. Cut off.
That's all right. I love it. I have an issue with all the labels as well. I really.
Yeah, I do too. Can't stand it.
This is places we store unwanted emotions.
Yeah,
I thought this was great.
Yeah, headache, loss of control, our voice and throat through oppression, neck and shoulders, burdens and responsibilities. We work on those a lot when we were doing more healing. Heart and chest, hurt. Stomach and intestines, fear. That sounds really fear. Insomnia, loss of self. Lower back, anger. Well, look at where it would be on the chakras,
Right.
Fatigue, resentments, and numbness is from trauma. You don't feel anything.
Right.
Wow.
And I love that because it was like that 29-degree Cancer showing, our emotions get stuck in us. If we don't have that flow going in us, we all know this is the result, right? A lot of us here have gone through a lot of illnesses or have illnesses right now,
And really, having worked in, I'm getting back to all your labels and everything, and everybody really is concerned about ADD. It's a matter of where you want your focus.
Exactly.
And if you're not focusing on what they're saying you need to focus on in school, they say you're ADD. Not necessarily. It's just you don't want that. You want to focus on.
I never wanted school.
Yeah. Math today.
The emotions with the sun in Cancer are disturbed by fears for this full moon on the Capricorn Cancer axis. Inexplicable fears that seem uncontrollable. Images from the past should not scare you, though. In fact, one must not forget to connect to the divine energies, to the images that connect us to the great whole. Spiritual rights are then to be privileged in nature, in the ideal place to find this connection. By bringing your senses to life, by capturing the magic of life, the images that haunt you will no longer frighten you. Every sound, every smell, every image of the living that you see in nature leads you to the understanding of the world. What happens beyond the border of reality cannot touch you. Wow, that's powerful.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing some background noise. I don't know if I don't think it's
It's
me.
Heather's. Heather, can you mute? It's your microphone.
Oh,
My microphone.
Yep, it happens every time.
oh.
Okay. Oh, but you're going to have to read here. It's your turn.
I know you don't want to read that. Okay. Full moon, Capricorn. The second full moon in Capricorn graces us at 29 degrees, marking the final threshold before the moon transitions to a new sign. Connected to Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, this full moon promises new beginnings, just like our cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Trust your intuition and make the necessary risks and adjustments in your life's purpose.
More new beginnings, Val.
Yeah, it is. It's really powerful.
Full moon in Capricorn this weekend, a sign that spotlights a need for continued growth and maturity. Time to put things in order, to be accountable. That sounds like Capricorn to me.
Yeah. But think of Capricorn working under as these systems are restructured, right? Think of how much easier life will be for everybody because you're not going to have that pressure. I mean, every aspect is just very extreme pressure put on people. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people are going to work right now. I really don't. I don't know how they're leaving the house.
You know, I've been going to the hospital every couple of days in Denver from Fort Collins, and I'm driving and I'm thinking, how the hell do people do this every day? The stop and go traffic for miles and miles and miles, and I'm not going at rush hour. I guarantee you, I'm picking my timing so I can get a better, easier run. Oh my God, I don't know how I did it. I really don't know how I did it.
I don't either.
Okay, July 21st of this year marks the second full moon in Capricorn, with the first taking place in June. These two full moons reflect on culminations and endings involving our structures, foundations, public reputation, career, leadership, and legacy. This cycle is emotionally charged as we must make decisions to put an end to that which no longer serves us. Support from home and family will help us make the tough choices that are needed. The structures of our life are represented by Capricorn, while the nurturance in our life is represented by Cancer. The polarity of the Cancer sun and the Capricorn moon will require practicality, logic, and strength to bring an end to that which poses a threat to our stability, security, and growth.
Nice.
And getting back to what you were talking about, I see us, you were talking about everybody doing what they want. It's like a live and let live type world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait for something like that. I hope I live long enough to see that. I know it's going to happen. I just don't know if it's going to happen in my life. I'm hoping.
Raising that vibration.
Yeah. Fate,
Mhm.
destiny, and karma will make up the energy of this full moon while we are still dealing with the potent and chaotic energy of the Uranus Mars conjunction that took place during last week. While this is not the time for hasty reactions or impulsive decisions, we are also under the harmonious aspects of Moon trine Neptune and Sun sextile Neptune.
Mhm.
This can boost our creativity and compassion, which also inspires us to open our hearts and share our spiritual gifts. At the same time, Mercury square Uranus will involve unexpected conversations and interactions, which can give you a new purpose and push us into a new direction. Woo
Mhm.
wee!
Yeah, Mercury. It's just so, it, it's just how spirit plans it out, how the planets come up and help us release, help us move through these things. It's just beautiful.
And this final junction will take place at 2619 Taurus, coinciding with the fixed star Algon.
Mm.
This alignment has the potential for chaotic events impacting investments, resources, stability, leadership, comfort, luxury, and food. You may already be feeling a growing sense of restlessness and rebellion.
Oh, I
Yes,
can see that in the streets.
yes.
Already.
Yeah.
You can
I
see
think it will
people
be out
picking it up.
there, don't you think? I think it's, especially the closer we get to the election, right?
I
It's just going
agree.
to be so much volatile energy going.
Yeah. This disruptive energy will linger until the next Mars Uranus conjunctions in Gemini on July 3rd, 2026. Wow.
Mhm.
2026. Interesting.
Mhm.
Restoring stability after this last conjunction may prove challenging as it requires rebuilding solid foundations for a secure future. It'll be okay because that's after the election. Things are
Exactly.
in place and will be starting to be put into place
Mhm.
for everybody.
And as that sits there, as that Uranus algol sits there, and it digs up the stuff that's got to go, so we can
Right.
see Uranus is pretty quick. Gets rid of stuff quick. Here, look at this, and something changes because of that. So that's going to be really that background energy, really helping us though through to not, because a lot of times I think we can say, oh, that's not that bad. Well, when it's sitting there and Uranus is bringing it up and going, look, it's pretty bad. So
Right.
what do you want to do about that?
So the moon is now full. Over the next 48 hours, release what what no longer serves you.
Yeah, we always need to get rid of shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Full
a
moons.
lot of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, good. Here comes them. I like these mantras. You guys, if you get a chance, do a screenshot. These are pretty good.
And I was going to ask you guys, I have moved the mic, see if that helps.
It has. It has. I don't hear it in you. I was going to tell you it's not doing it now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, then I'll leave it on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Capricorn full moon mantra. I am a queen. Yes. I am the ruler of my life and the builder of empires. I am the creatress of magic. I love that word, creatress. I've never heard that. Of magic. And the curator of mystery in my own life, and I am good at what only I can do. I have unique gifts, and it's my destiny to share them with the world.
Mhm.
Do you guys love that or what?
Love it.
I
And
think that one's brilliant.
it is, and that's how we need to think about ourselves. Not let this nonsense keep taking us out of our creatress abilities, right?
Creatress abilities. Yes.
Valerie, could you comment on Aaron O'Nuggets?
Sure.
Wait, Mowers and yeah, that one.
No, they're not. What Mars has already moved on. What's going on is Uranus. Now, Algol's a fixed star, so it never moves. It takes 72 years to move 1 degree. So he's at 26, sitting there fixed. Uranus is at 26. I think it's going to 27, then it's going to go retrograde, go back to 23. Going to sit and then go back over. So this is helping like, what are they showing me? what are those things called when you're busting up the cement? Oh, those big, oh my,
Jackhammer.
yeah, that's what they're showing me. They're showing me the jackhammer. He's jackhammering in the background. All the stuff that's not serving us anymore. So that's okay though. It's not that alcohol isn't to be feared. It's when we do this type of astrology, we're talking about this in our charts. I can individually narrow it down to where is this hitting you exactly. But for the collective, you got to think these background energies, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, uh, Saturn, really gives that intensity to help change things, to motivate things to move forward, to go forward, so we can create this new world that we're entering.
Makes sense.
Yep. Okay, the full moon mantra, another one. I release the need for those things in my life that are not serving my purpose or higher self. I'm not afraid to let go. In their place, I receive love, joy, and abundance. And so it is.
And so it is. I love that. I think this might be the last one. Oh no. And then it comes Leo season.
Yeah, that's just a couple hours later. Well, I think it's maybe 4:00 tomorrow afternoon Eastern.
No,
But
tomorrow's
Leo
the 21st.
Right. So we have that full moon.
And then it pops into Leo the next day.
I think it's
July
on the same.
22nd.
Says the 22nd, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. I know it's close by. I haven't even got to there. But this Leo season is really powerful because we had a powerful one last year, but we've cleared a lot of healing. We got Chiron up in those higher degrees, and things are all about, okay, now what is it that you love and value? Create that. The healing part is done for the most part. I don't want to say it's ever finished, but this is how we're going to jump timelines by focusing in on what it is that's our passion, that brings us joy, that makes our heart smile in every moment. That's what we need to do, is connect to that heart. It's powerful this year. So, and that 888 is powerful. We got the 88. We're in the 8th year. It's really going to be a nice Leo season. Not saying that stuff out there is not going to go on, but let's bring it inside. Bring it to your heart.
It is.
Yeah,
it's just going to be insanity for the next 6 months. There's just nothing you can do about it until after January of next year. It's just going to be flipping nuts. And get in your cave and stay there. Love, and pay no attention to the man behind the screen, because that's all the man behind the screen is, all of it. So Leo season, July 22nd to August 22nd. Be more courageous, brave, and bold. I like that. Release your wild side and don't feel guilty about it. What is it I always say? Let your freak flag fly. Rediscover your joy by letting your passions lead. Inspire and uplift others so they can shine. I love that. Always uplift others so they too can shine.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. Make each other smile.
Exactly.
I tap into my heart space and align. As I draw strength from within, my powers emanate. I will manifest my greatest dreams.
Exactly.
And so it is.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I think that was the last one, though.
Yeah. I had sent, let me see. I had found a couple more after I sent those to you. It was just this. Oh, where'd it go? If I can find it. Here it is. The full moon in Capricorn, July 21st. Secrets come to light. Now that was important that we talk about that, because that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. In fact, I don't think many of us will be shocked, but it's going to be shocking what comes out that hasn't. And that goes back to where the real journalists are coming in. People are digging up the truth of things that it's not pretty. And it says deeper lessons are here to serve your self-development, which we're always doing that, right? But focus on your roots. Big shifts are coming. Be bold in love and relationships, and connect with your higher self. Always connect with your higher self. Your team,
Always.
they're the ones guiding us through this. So, so important.
That is important.
Mm-hmm. See what else we got. It's a closing down. This is a closing down cycle, and this is a big Capricorn closing down cycle. Just Pluto and Capricorn alone happens every 248 years.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah.
So this only happens every 248 years.
Yes.
Wow.
So we're
couple lifetimes.
Yeah. So going into Aquarius, I mean, this is epic stuff. We're changing humanity. Aquarius is about humanitarianism, about everybody having a seat at the table, equanimity for everyone.
Yes.
In fact, the last time, we went through the French Revolution, American Revolution, right? That French Revolution, there was never a middle class until they did that.
Right.
You got to think of it like these are huge, big jumps humanity takes going forward. So this is why focusing on this world we want to create, like Randy brought up yet last night, what does the new earth look like? What does it look like? We need to put that out there. We need to see that, speak about that.
I always think of the new earth as living in unconditional love and unity consciousness. That's how I think of the new earth, that it's a frequency that 3D doesn't touch.
Right. And we were talking about like
movie.
What?
I think at this point, with everybody jumping back and forth, I think occasionally it might touch it for certain groups and then goes back down.
Well, in the end is what
India.
We were saying like we would have the water, the air, the soil would all be back to normal, pristine, things like that. Like, what does that really mean?
Absolutely. Clean oceans, clean earth, justice for all, a financial system for all.
Right. That's not based
universal health care. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. If you're sick, you get help.
Right. But actual health care, not this keeping you sick to make money.
Exactly, truly. Exactly. But I don't think we'll be sick. I'm not sure that there's
going to be
sickness with.
And instead of
at that frequency, I don't think you're going to have sickness, illness.
Yeah, and instead of treating symptoms and results, treating the cause.
Right. And treating animals, not abusing animals, caging them up.
Everything's treated with love and respect.
Love and respect, right?
That's unity consciousness to me.
Yeah.
We treat the plants, we treat the rocks, we treat everything with respect.
And even the earth.
Can you imagine a world where we treated each other respect and nobody cared what you did? As long as you're not hurting somebody else, you get to be whoever you want. But at that vibration, who's going to want to hurt anybody?
Right.
That vibration is of unconditional love. That's
and think how happy Earth will be.
I know. I love this, Leah.
Yeah, I do too.
Water and sound will be the new medicine.
Yeah.
Ethnicity, being allowed to live in peace even if we disagree.
Exactly.
And I don't think it will be that like you were just saying, the vibration will be so high that we wouldn't judge others.
Yeah, it's not there. I don't think there'd be disagreements really.
Right.
Mm-mm.
And
because everybody, if you're in that vibration of unconditional love, there's nothing else that you can feel. You can't feel anger, hate, jealousy, judgment, none of that. When you pass over to the other side, everything I've ever been told from the other side is there is no judgment. It's purely love, unconditional love in its base form. And that is the frequency of everything that we don't get to see.
And that's part of our higher self comes more and more into, okay, we're going from carbon based to crystalline based too.
Okay.
We still have form and we'll still be able to experience the things on earth, but in a higher vibration with your higher self, you're just not gonna, you're not gonna do the things that we see, that we think are normal. All this stuff that is shown to us, like, oh, it's normal, everybody cheats on their wife, whatever. I'm just trying to think regular stuff, but they make it seem like, oh, that's just
But
how it.
remember, there on the other side, there's no sex. There's no male or female.
No,
We're all energy, and love interactions are energetic, and it doesn't. There's no cheating on each other because
right.
everything is about love. The
But
cheating thing is an earthly.
Yeah.
it's a 3D thing, right? It's that I mean, how they convinced us that this was, that was love, the love that we have all been brought up to believe is love is, based on sex. Let's just put it out there, or money, right? It's not
Yeah.
true. I love what Randy put. Free energy, absolutely.
Yes, free
Free
energy, love,
energy.
compassion, and respect. You bet.
Mhm. I mean, and this is us. We're the front line. This is us creating that. We can't create it if we're not talking about it and imagining it, and saying, "Oh wow,
And
what?"
our guides are always telling us, use your imagination to think as big out of the box as you
Yep.
possibly can,
And
because
manifest it.
the opportunities in the universe are endless. There's no limitation in the universe. The only limitation is what we put on it as humans. So
Yeah.
think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
Dream
And
big, because we can make it happen.
We can
right,
manifest it if we
right.
just think.
But who put the limitations on us? This is societal, right? Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you got to do this, you got to go to college, just all these parameters that we've had to fit ourselves into this little narrow space to be part of be a productive member of society. That
Productive member of
Randy's
society
right.
makes me want to
oh
think
my God, that just
thought.
burns me up. My
I know.
brain.
Yeah.
No,
Randy is right. If you can think it, it can be.
absolutely.
It's
And Silver Star Priestess, yes, my guides were showing us breaking out of our chrysalis and our bodies being made of crystalline energy bodies. Oh,
yeah.
I think so
And
too,
And I
Randy.
like that she used that, because that's something that kept coming through today. It seems like I use that a lot, like, or to me it does. Phoenix rising, or the caterpillar coming into the butterfly. But that is so true. What we're going through, it's a process, layers, right? We're always talking layers. Yeah, no jealousy, no Jezebels. I mean, the things that we accept as normal because of how a group of people, or whatever they are, dictated terms to us, just blows me away.
Ooh, that's sweet, Diana.
Yeah.
I've been in such a place of seeing angelic beings all around me, all around everywhere I stroll, or even driving in the car. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And see how beautiful that focus is.
No kidding.
Much more than hearing about the circus, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's and look how they have
Not
us just
my monkeys, not my circus.
right, but look how they have humanity just focused in on these two people, this thing, and that's all there is. Nothing else matters out there. There's nothing else to see here. It is such bullshit. Excuse my language.
Yes, it is. It is. It totally is.
Mm-hmm. Right, hypnicity. Find what you focus on, and why not focus on the beauty?
Love.
Yeah, the love.
Love and beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So, what is the bottom line for this Capricorn moon? It's the culmination of releasing all the crap you've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
It's from Capricorn to Capricorn full moon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for years and years, right?
Yeah, but I mean, It's really,
Yeah.
it's really been a powerful, chaotic time from full moon to full moon.
Let's
I
see what
mean,
else.
between those, yeah.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
that 29 is a tested degree. So that's going to be in our reality, not just tomorrow from 6:13 to whenever the full moon's over, but then we got that it goes right to that 0 degree, the moon will go to 0 degree Aquarius. Now that moves fast, but we got that 0 degree Pluto. It's going to turn to 29 degree um, Capricorn, September 1st. That's why
Right.
it's important to take that Leo season and really live in your heart. Really only do what makes you smile in every moment. I've really been doing this with myself too. Do I feel like doing that this moment? Yeah, and I'd like to put this in on it or this, make it even more magical than it, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, whatever, make it a
Yes,
experience.
I understand.
So
Absolutely.
it's that, and that's going to play out. That's going to be that underlying energy. But then so is that 29 Neptune, that 29 degree Neptune, last degree of Pisces is back there helping us get through all this. So, it'll January, I'm looking more hopeful. We have winter solstice coming up. Actually, that should be really good
Oh,
because
cool.
things will be past by then, you know, and we'll
And
be in that rebuilding phase, which is what we really want. But we're rebuilding now. This is what I want to say is not to just sit here and just release, release, release. How long have we been doing that? It's been a
Mhm.
long time.
yeah,
It
Even
has.
though we've been
start
creating,
putting things in to replace what you've released.
right, right.
I've been steadily releasing for over a year, probably 18 months now.
I've been doing it for 20 years. Feels
Well,
like
I know the normal stuff, but I mean, really purging, like because I had an estate sale. I got rid of shit I've had since I was a teenager. I got rid of everything I own practically. I just
that's
keep
hard.
releasing and releasing and releasing. And you
Right,
know what? I don't miss any of it. That's the scary part. Here I
right.
am 3 months
Yeah.
later. And the
And
only thing
and
I miss is my pool in Key West.
is what?
I'm not my pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was missing too,
You
was
missed it,
being able
yeah.
to get in the salt water.
Yeah, it was a saltwater pool. It was just lovely. I do miss that.
Oh,
Other than that,
It was grounding. So it
yeah,
was,
it was
I had
very
to find
grounding.
I had to find another way to ground.
I need to go into the pool. Goodness, that makes sense. And as we are here going through this, right, and all these, I mean, the downloads were coming in, the downloads from the solar flares that are coming in, the things that we're receiving to help us with our imagination to help clear, but also bring in those higher new consciousness to create that new earth with. I mean, it's about what else? Stepping into our power, knowing that.
I'm
Oh my
sorry,
goodness,
Aaron. That sucks.
what happened to
You've
Aaron?
got to find something that you can, some
Yeah,
way to follow your bliss, some way to
yeah.
focus on
Yeah.
something you love to pull you out of that, or focus on somebody else. Sometimes that helps too. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, Angel. We're sending you lots of love and light for healing that.
I think you're doing excellent, Erin. You're coming through things. You got those beautiful flowers. She does have a beautiful garden. She sends me pictures of her
I
garden. It's
love that.
beautiful. Yeah. I mean, and that's everything. That's being nurtured, cultivating Mother Earth,
Yeah,
cultivating our.
it's hard when you're going through depression to appreciate the things around you.
Right.
You have to really
You have to really work at
work
appreciating.
at it to be able to appreciate it because
Right.
friggin' depression is so insidious. And
It's
I mean, I've
terrible.
spent at least 30 years of my life in depression, my
Mhm.
earlier life.
Mhm.
So I have depressive moments now, but they're nothing like full blown depression like I used to get. That's how much my life has changed, thank God.
Me too. I know. I was a depressed addict. Oh my goodness, I
Me
understand.
too.
And it's all about, right? Okay, so this is another thing. Now, Uranus does do that with that Mars, and that alcohol was triggering that electricity, right? And it runs through our bodies, but our nervous systems have been jacked up for so long that, that wasn't really helping. But if you
Yeah.
can keep that in mind to like get into the saltwater pool, get into the bath, even if I'll just take salt and scrub it on my body in the shower just to get that.
Oh, that's a great idea. I love
That
a salt scrub, a good salt.
Yeah, get that electricity flowing through you, because it can really make your nervous system. My nervous system gets whacked.
I go walk on the grass out here.
That's a good idea.
I don't have a tub, but I can certainly create a salt scrub. That's for sure. That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies. Valerie, I assume that you and Diana are going to be on tomorrow night to talk about the full moon.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Unity consciousness is being birthed. That's the last thing I'm seeing here. Yeah. So
I believe it.
And that's us creating this new earth with our imaginations. Don't listen to what they say that we need to do, because they haven't got it right in 26,000 years. Really.
That's so true.
Exactly.
They've been screwing it up for 26,000 years.
Yeah.
It's time to change. Make it right, ladies. I love that. Valerie, thank you so much for being here tonight. I just love your bi-weekly. Is that what it is? For the new moon, the full moon. And everybody, if you haven't, please go to each channel, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. If you weren't on our station, our channel, please come to our channel. And if you weren't on Valerie's, please go to Valerie's and hit that like and subscribe button. And thanks so much for being here. And Tuesday, we've got a special show. We were supposed to do it last Tuesday, but I'm sorry, I was at the hospital. But this Tuesday, Heather's going to do a remote viewing of the Lake Titicaca.
Right. And I wanted to also say thank you to everybody for all your input and giving us things to discuss. And it's been wonderful to have you with us and be part of us.
Absolutely. We love our chat.
Yeah,
you guys are so cooperative. And we love your participation. We appreciate it.
We do. We'll get us through. We're going to get each other through as
we are. We are going to get each other through. That's exactly what's going to happen. So please join us Tuesday. And then also on next Saturday, Jenny B is going to be with us. She's our guest. I don't know how many of you know her. She's been with Sensei Jean several times recently. And she's a good friend of the three of us. And so she's going to be on this coming Saturday. And I hope you'll join us.
Oh,
it's the first time she's been on our channel, and I'm excited about it.
Yes, she's great.
She's just
a wonderful person.
And so until next time, have a great rest of your weekend. We love you. And thanks again. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.